From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. We're going to have very normal high temperatures for today, but Saturday and Sunday now, first alert weather days, as highs could be up around 105 in the lower Columbia Basin for portions of the lower Columbia Basin and around 100 degrees for the valleys and for the Bluefoot Hills. So let's go ahead and show you temperatures for this morning. Very comfortable 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s up in the Cascades, and 50s in the Blues. Your day planner forecast for today, 70s and 80s around lunchtime and 80s and 90s at the peak of daytime heating. So very seasonal stuff for today, but triple-digit heat like I just mentioned for Saturday and Sunday. Back to mostly normal high temperatures for Monday and beyond, and the forecast staying dry. So our vegetation is going to get stressed out, and it looks like fire danger is going to go up as we head into next week. But definitely more about this, a little miniature heat wave that we'll have for this weekend coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a Kennewick man is under arrest accused of possessing child sexual abuse material. Coming up, how a multi-agency task force tracked him down.
And a stolen car out of Hermiston leads to a big bust in Kennewick, with more than 20 people detained and several arrested. We will have details coming up.
And major Tri-Cities development hitting pause after potentially dangerous forever chemicals are found in the soil, where they came from and what it means for the future of Vista Field. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jada Elliott. It is Friday, July 11th. That means it's 7-Eleven Day.
7-Eleven free Slurpee Day.
Free Slurpee Day.
Are you going to get one? No? No, you're not?
I'll go tomorrow.
Why? When you have to buy it?
The lines are so long. I'm not discouraging anyone.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there is something nostalgic and fun about 7-Eleven.
Actually, yeah, I'll be a different
Day.
person by then at the end of the workday, so
well,
maybe
exactly.
not.
I know. We went last year because I thought, okay, I'm going to be a cool mom, you know, take my kids to Slurpee Day.
And then you were done by the end of it.
The line was so long, I looked at my kids, I was like, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll go somewhere else and you can get whatever you want.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm in for that one.
Yeah. All right, we have a lot of news to get to, of course, this morning on this Friday.
And we want to start with a crime alert. So a Kennewick man is facing serious charges, and this after a months-long child exploitation investigation, which led to his arrest.
So the Southeast Regional Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force did this investigation. They say 25-year-old Brendan Derflinger was identified through a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Now, investigators say Derflinger was downloading multiple files containing child sexual abuse material, and search warrants were obtained to confirm his identity and track the activity to a home on West Gage Boulevard.
So with help from Kennewick and Richland Police Departments and also Benton County deputies, as well as electronic detection canine, detectives searched the property and seized multiple devices. Derflinger was arrested without incident, now has been booked into the Benton County Jail, facing several felony charges for possession of sexually explicit images of minors. And staying in Kennewick this morning, where police have arrested 5 people after recovering a stolen vehicle linked to Hermiston. Detectives say that the investigation began at the end of June when the car was believed to have been hidden at a home on the 3300 block of West 10th Avenue. Well, a search warrant was served with the help from the Tri-Cities Regional SWAT team and a KPD drone. Officers found the vehicle. They detained more than 20 people. 5 arrests were made for outstanding warrants, and police say more criminal charges are likely as this investigation continues.
Now, the Port of Kennewick is pausing part of its Vista Field development after high levels of PFAS, or forever chemicals, were found in the soil there. Vista Field is a mixed-use development that's in phase 1 right now, so with 3 retail developers already building on site. And the port, which has been selling parcels, passed an environmental inspection back in 2014. But last month, a private environmental report found PFAS levels above the state limit on one commercial lot. Now, the port has paused work on parking lots and utilities while testing is moving forward.
We will be looking at testing through other areas in phase 1 so that we can better understand whether, again, if there's more areas of concentration or if it's limited to this one area.
More soil testing is set to happen later this month, with results expected by the end of the summer.
Well, last month, the Yakama Nation finalized the purchase of a 180-acre piece of land in Moxie.
Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller tells us what the tribe plans to do with it.
Yakama Nation tribal council members Christopher and Casey McWallahey are walking through a piece of land known as Frog's Home. For the last 180 years, it's been used for agriculture. Now, the tribe has purchased the land and reclaimed a piece of its history along the way.
We have historical ties to this land, and we have our own teachings and legends that coincide with this area, with this flow of water. So it has a great interest with our people.
The land went on the market in 2022. With the help of a land trust organization called Forterra, the tribe was able to get the land off the market in 2023 and officially closed the deal in May. Noah Oliver, a cultural geographer and geoarchaeologist with the tribe, says the land is ecologically significant. It's home to a number of plant and animal species, and Oliver hopes future conservation efforts will help protect their habitat.
We don't want to bash agriculture, but I do think that this particular property and its importance, that we understand it for the health of our ecosystem, is really important to protect and to steward in a different way.
The tribe sees preserving the land as a long-term investment.
This isn't our land. You know, we're just taking care of it until the next generation is here, so that way they can, do the same.
The tribe says that it's looking into potentially purchasing other pieces of land in the future. From Moxie, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
And the Yakama Nation also says that it wants to thank all of the partners who have made the purchase possible. All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, a man made a shocking discovery on a Washington beach. Now police are investigating. We have the full story coming up.
But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Keep it here. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
We're here at U.S. Cellular for Us Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them.
It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Swag.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
Who says you have to wait for snow to get the best piano deals of the year? Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is unwrapping Christmas savings in July. Free delivery and setup, and a holiday songbook so you can practice Jingle Bells by the pool. Save on select uprights, grands, and digital pianos. And if you wear a Santa hat, we'll reward you with an extra discount. Christmas in July at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos, where music is always in season.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. I offer negotiable commission, 100% free staging, and top-notch marketing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression. As you wish.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones.
iPhone.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I have a favor to ask. Please don't watch the season premiere. Something bad happened, and I don't want to draw attention to it. So please trust me on this. Watch something else.
Matt Damon on Millionaire, July 23rd on ABC.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We're spanning from the 40s to the 60s this morning in Kittitas County, mid-40s up towards Snoqualmie Pass, low 50s in Ellensburg, and mid-60s in Vantage. Then in the Yakima Valley, a mixture of 50s and 60s, 58 for Grandview, 63 for Union Gap, 57 in Yakima. Then in the Lower Columbia Basin, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Right at 70 up towards the Hanford site, 57 for Tri-Cities, 64 in Benton City. In the Blue Foothills, also a mixture of 50s and 60s, and 50s up in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities. A light jacket stuff for this morning, and then as soon as 10 this morning, we're going to be within striking distance of 80. We'll end up around 90 at the peak of daytime heating, actually a little bit closer to 95. So for today, these highs maybe a couple degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, still pretty seasonal overall, and all of us for lower elevations are going to end up either in the low to mid 90s. Now, over the next couple of days, I want to show you Futurecast satellite and radar, specifically the systems that are going to be impacting our weather. You see this blue circle right here, this H, that represents high pressure. There's actually going to be a couple of these, one over the Four Corners region, and then another that's going to be in the Pacific. Those two are going to work in tandem with each other. What does that mean? Well, high pressure around this time of the year means it's going to be hot and it's going to be dry, and it's going to be especially hot this weekend. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. It is 11 minutes after 5, and take a look at news from across Washington State, as you never know what you might find washed up along the beach.
Right, so seashells or seaweed, and sometimes people find something interesting like messages in a bottle.
Yeah.
But one man in Federal Way found something a little more sinister, a human toe, a toe in a box.
A toe.
Like on your feet, yeah. Those kind of toes.
Like one of those.
Like totally.
One of the what?
Totally.
A totally.
Yeah.
I call Genevieve's, I call them her Peppa Pigs.
Oh yeah.
Her little pigs.
So he found a Peppa Pig.
Do we know which one?
I don't know. A big toe, I think. We'll see though.
Daddy Pig?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right, let's hear more about this bizarre story.
We like to walk the high tide lines and see, what the tide brings in, and find, marine life and feathers and different things like that.
Kevin Ewing found much more than that during a stroll down Dash Point Beach on Father's Day.
I found what looked like a little Christmas package. It was a little square box wrapped in green cloth and yellow string.
At first, he thought he stumbled upon a prayer box or a message in a bottle type thing, so he opened it. But it was not the gift he was expecting.
Kind of sat there in shock for, a few seconds, and then realized this looks like, a severed human toe.
There it was.
No, it's just very creepy. It's like something you would see like in a horror movie.
A human toe wrapped in white cloth next to a feather, grass, sage, and tobacco lying in the sand.
Yeah, a lot of things are kind of going through my head. It's like, where's the rest of the body? Like, did this wash in from the tide, from the water? Did somebody, leave this here intentionally to be found?
Ewing says he took these photos and told a park ranger immediately. Until now, he still can't help but wonder why those items were stashed together.
Related to a missing or murdered person, and maybe there's somebody out there playing some kind of, weird and, sick game.
A lot to unpack there. Yeah,
that one's leaving me with more questions than answers, as we say.
And the Washington State Patrol says the toe appears to be from an adult man.
Okay, interesting.
There's the info we know so far. Hopefully we'll find out more, or not.
Do you remember a few years ago when all of those feet were washing ashore?
No.
Like from Canada down the coast?
Ooh, no. Maybe it's connected.
I don't know. That's so bizarre.
Oh, Josh says he remembers.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Thing. I will not be opening anything.
We'll look this up later when I'm feeling,
more
brave.
Yeah. Okay, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. That is a wild one right there. We're going to check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He is going to have your first alert forecast on this Friday.
Totally.
As we give you a live look outside from our Dust Hills camera in Pasco.
Doesn't it kind of look like a toe?
Stop it. Now everything is going to have some sort of toe situation. Oh man, we're gonna take a break. Right back. 5:14.
System 1 loaded.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tundra for just $509 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Wow. New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. For clean, even mom approves of.
That's new.
Just grab a pad and go. The built-in solution traps dirt and locks it away.
Wow, still white.
The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power.
Still clean.
And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Not being able to see up close can be frustrating. Introducing Eye Candy, the sweet new way to see everything bigger, brighter, and better than ever before. This lightweight, easy-to-hold magnifier utilizes an optical-grade lens that enlarges print by 300%. Yes, 300%. Embedded in Eye Candy's frame are 12 anti-glare LED lights that dramatically help increase clarity. It's a flashlight and magnifier in one. Lightweight and portable, Eye Candy is ideal for dimly lit restaurants. Read recipes, prescription bottles, or nutritional information. Order now to get your Eye Candy for only $19.99. But wait, there's breaking news. Eye Candy may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Eye Candy is shutting down and stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 Eye Candies per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-931-3546 or visit tryeyecandy.com. That's 1-800-931-3546. Order now.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News now, First Alert Weather.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today we're going to have pretty normal high temperatures, but Saturday and Sunday, that's going to be the peak of this little mini heat wave, as highs could be up around 105 for portions of the lower Columbia Basin and around 100 for the valleys and the foothills. Let's show you how we get there. First, for today, a beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and high temperatures, like I mentioned, going to be normal for this time of the year. So a lot of low to mid 90s for lower elevations, 70s in the Cascades, and 70s and 80s in the Blues. Wind's going to be mostly light for a lot of us, but after 2 p.m., that's when they could pick up a little bit for the valleys, also in the Cascades and for the southern Blues. For tonight, clear skies. Overnight low is going to feel fantastic, as we'll be down into the 60s for lower elevations, 50s in the Cascades, and 50s for the Blues. Now for tomorrow, wind's going to come back, this time a little bit stronger in the valleys. Could be a little bit more widespread, but a lot of us still going to see light wind gusts out there. Now let's talk about the big story this weekend in regards to the weather. Obviously, the heat for Saturday could be up around 100 for the basin, probably a little bit shy of that for the foothills and the valleys. But the hottest day of this ordeal going to be on Sunday. That's when some portions of the basin, especially up towards the Hanford side, could be a little bit closer to 105 as opposed to 100. And we'll be dangerously close to 100 in the foothills. I think the Yakima Valley is probably going to breach 100. We're maybe going to keep it just shy of that in the Kittitas Valley. So the peak of the heat wave Saturday and Sunday. For Monday and beyond, it looks like we'll have mostly normal high temperatures. Still hot out there, but not as hot as what we're going to endure for this weekend. And rain chances MIA over the next 7 days. So it's going to be hot, it's going to be dry, fire danger going to go back up, and vegetation dryness going to go back up as well. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the triple digits this weekend, then a mid-90s party from Monday through Thursday. In Yakima, heating up around 100 Saturday and Sunday, then a consistent string of 90s next week. In Ellensburg, winds picking up over the next few days, so we'll watch the fire start potential very closely. Calmer winds by Tuesday. In Hermiston, highs into the triple digits this weekend, the more seasonal stuff from Monday through Thursday. Finally, for Walla Walla, we'll make a run at 100 degrees on Saturday and especially Sunday, then a more normal brand of heat for next week.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. 5:20, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. From Tiger King to federal prison, Doc Antle has been sentenced after a stunning wildlife trafficking and money laundering case. We have those details coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and get 48 months no interest financing. The anniversary sale on now at Furniture Row.
What makes NUU unique? The amazing customer service that we offer to our patients. They know that they're heard, that they're listened to, and we genuinely care about their well-being.
From the second I walked in that office, I felt seen, I felt heard, I didn't feel judged. It just was like, we're a team and we're gonna figure this out.
I had a rare form of breast cancer. Dr. Fedino has just been fantastic. She was really just on my side and helping me, and I'm so relieved and blessed that I went there.
I'm nowhere near diabetic, and I feel amazing. And I lost 55 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off.
She had saved my life because if she hadn't taken just that moment to ask me one extra question, I absolutely would have had an ugly cancer 6 months later.
Go to NUUWomen'sClinic.com to explore the countless ways that wellness meets beauty.
To be out here in God's creation, to have the strength and energy at 77 years of age is pure joy, even when repairing fence from wind damage. I rely on Mile Health with the amazing science-backed formula for muscle support. As we age, mobility, balance, and strength are vital to help us keep doing the things we love to do, like me here on our ranch. Plus, to have lean, strong muscles can help prevent falls and will help in recovery from surgery and injuries. Don't let age and muscle loss rob you of your strength and vitality. Be strong with Mile Health.
Mile Health is supported by 25 human clinical studies. Call the number on your screen now and take advantage of our special buy one, get one free offer. We're confident you'll feel results or your money back. Call now.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off all Doctor's Choice Original and Hybrid. Or save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Score 48 months no interest plus free shipping. But hurry, the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. And your entertainment headlines, Tiger King star Doc Antle is heading to prison for wildlife trafficking and money laundering.
Yeah, the Myrtle Beach safari operator was accused of laundering over $500,000 in cash tied to human trafficking operations on the U.S.-Mexico border. Prosecutors say Antle funneled the transactions through nonprofits, buying and selling newborn endangered species, all while promoting himself as a conservationist.
Antle pleaded guilty. The 64-year-old was sentenced this week to 1 year in federal prison and 3 years probation.
He also has to pay a $55,000 fine, forfeit 3 chimpanzees, and nearly $200,000 to the government. Did you guys watch Tiger King when
100%
COVID just started?
It was the only thing to watch.
Of course, everybody did.
Binge watched that.
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of tracks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Sounds like the show, yeah.
And he's not even the most sus person in the show.
Yeah,
so.
It was...
right, he kind of flew under the radar, right?
Yeah, speaks to the character quality.
You're talking about, I forgot his name, yeah.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, and the other one.
And he hired a hitman, and then Carol
Baskin.
killed her husband.
For the dance, I still kind of remember, wow, okay. Flashbacks.
I know, I feel like I need to rewatch it.
I do too, yeah, after this story.
All right, the original Birkin bag owned by British actor and singer Jane Birkin just sold for a whopping $8.2 million.
In this economy? Okay.
Shoot.
It's the most expensive handbag to ever sell at auction.
So the scuffed and stained black leather handbag sold online by Sotheby's in Paris. It was the inspiration for the iconic design after Birkin told the fashion house in 1984 that she needed a practical bag, half the size of her suitcase for daily life. Yeah, the price is really practical, right?
Tracks, yeah. So Hermes delivered the bag to her in 1985. Birkin sold it in 1994 to benefit AIDS research, and it has changed private hands more than once since then. Birkin passed away in 2023 at the age of 76.
And her namesake bag has become one of the most iconic and recognizable expensive accessories, and it's the ultimate symbol of luxury. I don't get it, really. It's... You know what? They make too many,
I love a good handbag.
Yeah. Josh, do you know what Birkin is?
You familiar with the Birkin
I'm
bag?
more of like a Louis Vuitton kind of bag.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
His little thing.
Bougie, yeah. But yeah, the Birkin.
Yeah, no.
It's a thing.
Maybe if I had $1 bajillion.
Just $1 bajillion? Maybe. We'll see. All right. We have an update, actually, on a story that we brought to you earlier this week in your entertainment headlines.
That's right. Paul McCartney fans began speculating the Beatles star would soon announce a new tour after the legend released a cryptic video on social media.
I love those cryptic videos.
Those are all the rage these days. Well, the fans were right because Sir Paul McCartney has announced he will be hitting the road on his latest North America tour.
Yeah, the tour will consist of 19 dates. It'll kick off September 29th in Palm Desert, California.
And this next series of concerts is considered part of his Got Back tour.
Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Chicago are also on the list.
Well, mark your calendars. Tickets go on sale Tuesday, July 15th.
We've got that announcement. Justin Bieber just released his album, which I still need to listen to, but...
Full of swag.
It's so swaggy.
So swaggy.
Apparently swag is back, as per Justin Bieber's album.
I don't think it ever left.
I was going to say, did it ever leave?
I thought it kind of left. Maybe not. Okay. I'm not swaggy, so guess not.
The swag is back. All right, we still have much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A hometown hero steps into a new leadership role. Coming up, we'll hear from Grandview's new fire chief about his decades-long journey to become chief.
Plus, the Super Bowl champ is headed to the Tri-Cities to support local kids, and we have all the details coming up in your next half hour. But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the debut of a new Grok. Elon Musk has unleashed xAI's new models. Grok 4 appeared Wednesday, a day after the chatbot began spewing anti-Semitic responses to users. Musk also says Grok will be available in Tesla vehicles starting next week. More signs a folding iPhone could be on the market soon. A Korean news outlet says Samsung has started construction on a production line dedicated to making foldable screens for Apple. The new iPhone is expected to be announced sometime next year. And finally, a restaurant opening in Dubai is set to introduce the world's first AI chef trained on thousands of recipes. Chef Ayman will cook up creative combinations, but humans will still assemble and taste test the food. The owner says the goal is not to replace the human element in cooking, but to complement it. Chef Ayman was even asked if he could serve a steak raw. He said, yeah, but it's rare. Those are your Tech Bites.
I'm Gabriel Macht, and I'm here to talk to you about something incredibly important. My favorite puzzle game, Royal Kingdom.
You see, I'm a bit of a puzzle enthusiast.
I can solve everything from pesky cubes to impossibly impossible crosswords to this humongous castle thingy. Royal Kingdom is not just another puzzle game. Yes! It's a whole new challenge, and there are never any ads. Watch this. Boom! You can even play in the dark.
From stinky diapers to stinky feet, odors can be caused by bacteria that linger in your air. Unlike air fresheners, Lysol Air Sanitizer eliminates odors by killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria in the air. Scent can't sanitize. Lysol can.
Dry hair? You need moisture. Stat. OGX Penetrating Oil. Fast hydration that goes deep. OGX.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Friday vibes. You getting that
full of swag? Is your jackpot
Is it
full of swag?
swaggy?
I guess so. I guess I'm full of swag.
Ooh.
And I was going to try to rhyme that with bag somehow.
Yeah, get your bag and get your swag.
I couldn't string it together though. So,
Cha-ching.
but anyway, the bag now, the jackpot is up to $100. Hey, I had to sweat this one out yesterday. It just barely qualified within the 3-degree threshold, but it did. And so now the jackpot is up to $100. So for today, going with the forecast high, a little bit hotter, 94 in Pasco Tri-Cities. If it verifies between 91 to 97, the jackpot's going to hit $125. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, Saturday and Sunday, first alert weather days as, well, specifically for Sunday, high temperatures could be up around 105 for portions of the lower Columbia Basin and around 100 degrees for the valleys and for the Blue Foothills. Just some things to take to heart over the next couple of days. If you're going to take the pets on a walk, the earlier in the morning, the better. If the kids are going to be outside, make sure that they're staying hydrated. If you're going to be outside working, be sure that you're staying hydrated yourself. Take plenty of breaks in the shade and check up on those vulnerable populations, especially the elderly. Okay, right now temperature is feeling fantastic out there. 50s and 60s. We were pretty close to 70 earlier this morning for the Hanford site. 40s in the Cascades and 50s in the Blues. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, around 80 degrees by 10 a.m. And then we're going to be pretty close to 95 at the peak of daytime heating. So technically a couple degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year, but overall pretty seasonal stuff. I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's forecast, and I'll show you just how dry our vegetation is. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We begin this half hour of news with continuing coverage, talking about the lives lost in Idaho and that ambush where 2 firefighters were killed, another one severely injured.
The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department and members of the community gathered yesterday to pay their respects to the 2 fallen firefighters. Mourners lined the route of the funeral procession, which started at the English Funeral Home and ended at the Hagedon Event Center.
Yeah, the 2-day celebration of life honors John Morrison and will honor Frank Harwood as well.
A memorial fund has been set up to support the families of the fallen firefighters, and that link can be found up on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. Now, the city of Grandview is celebrating its new fire chief, but Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia says this chief is far from a stranger to the community.
The new fire chief for the city of Grandview, George Sines, says he's lived and grown in Grandview his whole life, and he's been a part of the Grandview Fire Department for about 3 decades. Sines says after seeing a fire crew in action, he knew he wanted in on the job.
I heard somebody fall. I go out to the street, and there was an elderly woman that had fallen on some ice, and the fire department came out. I did what I could while emergency responders came, and I liked what I saw. I wanted to be a part of that system, and I made some inquiries, and in 1997 I became a volunteer for the Grandview Fire Department.
Despite his experience, Sines says this new leadership role was a surprise.
It was a very surreal moment. Super excited about the opportunity. This Grandview Fire Department has huge potential. I've worked with all these guys for the, I've been working with and training with all these volunteers that are on the department.
His passion for helping others helped fuel his firefighting career.
Those are things that have always been instilled in me to want to help others, and that's what's kept me going all these years. Is that that opportunity to be able to help people in their time of need, and people just to help, make a difference and make somebody's day a little bit easier for them.
Throughout his journey, Sines says there has been some tough calls.
In a community the size of ours, you know a lot of people, you're related to a lot of people in a small community like this, and there are times when you do respond to people that you know, and it becomes a personal thing when you respond and have to do the job still and continue through and do that stuff.
Sines says talking to others helps him suit up after a hard shift.
A lot of times, many of the times that we've had difficult calls is just after the call, decompressing, talking about the situation, talking with my peers about it has often been the first step in getting through a difficult type of call.
Sines says he's going to hone in on the team's firefighting skills and try to help reduce response times. Sines says one of his goals now that he's chief is to replace some of the aging equipment at the station. Reporting in Grandview, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, talking some sports now. Prosser High School held a youth girls volleyball camp for girls in 1st through 8th grade.
The camp was run by Prosser High School's new girls volleyball coach, Lacey Martin.
Other instructors included Martin's players on the high school varsity team, as well as Team Yakima Volleyball Club.
It was good to just see us be united as one and just see our future and just be so ready to just pass that on.
Absolutely. And to add on to that, it was so good to encourage the little ones and see their eyes light up because they feel maybe they were nervous coming in, and so us giving them that confidence just makes them want to try 10 times harder.
Now, this was the first volleyball camp that Prosser High School has run for young girls in the area, something that players on the team are glad to provide. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, from downtown celebrations to hoops in the heart of Richland, we've got your weekend calendar covered. We'll take a look at what's happening all throughout this weekend.
And giving you a live look outside this morning from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, and he's going to break down your weekend forecast as well. We're back after the break. It's 5:35.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
It's a summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. How about you two?
Mud bath.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. This is a big investment. Our family spent so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Wow. New Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. For clean, even Mom approves of.
That's new.
Just grab a pad and go. The built-in solution traps dirt and locks it away.
Wow, still white.
The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power.
Still clean.
And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
On behalf of STCU, we want to present you with this $1,000 check.
Brian is the regional logistics leader. He makes sure things are ready when it comes to disaster response.
I went out there and I really enjoyed what we were doing. We were handing meals out to people that were affected by the wildfire. And they were so appreciative, they were thankful. And it just gave me a good feeling. I said, I got to do this some more.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
It's a summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. How about you two?
Mud bath.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
ABC Monday, it's the two-night Paradise event.
Heck yeah!
And the Goldens are finally hitting the beach.
They came to party. They really came to party.
The Bachelor in Paradise two-night event starts Monday on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Very normal high temperatures for this time of the year for this Friday. means we're going to be in the mid 70s up in the Cascades, mid 90s in the Kittitas Valley. A little bit breezy as gusts could be between 20 to 30 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, light winds for today, but I think after 5 p.m. we could see some of those evening breezes that we typically see around this time of the year. High temperature is going to be in the mid 90s. And we'll see plenty of sunshine across the map. In the lower Columbia Basin, mid 90s, also light winds here. And then for the Blue Foothills, we could see some breezes today, specifically in the Morrow County foothills, but only between 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts. Will be in the 80s and 90s for the foothills and 70s and 80s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Okay, here is today's vegetation dryness forecast. And remember that all of these levels have been adjusted for typical dryness per microclimate. And we're seeing red on the map, so that's not good. That means it will be critically dry today in the Cascades and Upper Yakima Basin, for the Kittitas Valley, for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. Now, thankfully, given that winds aren't going to be that strong for today, we're not too concerned about fire starts, but when it's this dry, it does not take that much for a fire to start or spread quickly. And unfortunately, this is just the beginning of a very hot and dry stretch of weather, so we'll see where this ends up next week.
All right, 5:40, and if you're looking for something to do this weekend, hey, we've got you covered.
Everything from pasta to hoops, communities across the region are bringing the fun, the flavor, and even a few slam dunks if you can.
3 big events are happening this weekend, and whether you're in Kennewick or Richland, there's plenty to see, do, and eat.
Yeah, first up is in Richland. It's the talk of the weekend, C3 Slam. It's the annual 3-on-3 basketball tournament, but you don't need to be a good basketball player to play.
That's right. It's meant to be fun for the whole family, and it's all for a good cause, because just the entry fee funds 2 eye surgeries in Africa.
Yeah. And I got the chance to head over there with our very own Dan Hansen, and I got a sneak preview of what's new this year. But I do want to emphasize the not being good at basketball part, because let's just say it's been a few years since we both played.
Let's take a look. The 8th annual C3 Slam event returns this weekend. It's an event for all ages. There's food, entertainment, and it's all for a great cause. And of course, there's also basketball. New this year are the wristbands. Each team will have one team rep designated by that wristband, and this will be the go-to person for referees.
Each team is going to be required at check-in to be wearing a wristband that looks like this. That basically says, I verify that each of the players that have registered are in fact who's going to play. And if there's any questions, issues, concerns, disputes, that person is our go-to person. We're hoping to minimize any kind of chaotic conversations that sometimes take place.
Also new, more security. Deputy sheriffs will be on site all weekend to keep things safe and smooth.
You'll see courts laid out all the way from Newton, right in front of Sterling's, down G-Way, come all the way to the corner of Knight, and then right into the parking lot on the back side of the Hapo stage. So we have an L shape going on. Starting about 3 o'clock, if I were you, go away. You want to stay away from this area. It really gets congested. And by 5 o'clock, we've got everything staged so that by 6 p.m., those roads are completely bare. Nobody's on them.
Plays run daily from 8 to 4, and everything kicks off with check-in at John Dam Plaza. Just head to the main stage. There's a kids' hoopla with prizes like bikes, skateboards, and scooters. Dan and I aren't the only ones bringing the heat. Okay, so we're not really packing any heat, but temperatures are expected to be in the high 90s to low 100s, so it is important to practice heat safety. They'll have plenty of water on site as well as cooling centers, so just remember to listen to your body and take breaks when needed. And hey, if you're not a basketball player like me, they're always in need of volunteers, specifically scorekeepers.
If you come 30 minutes before a shift time, we'll show you what to do. We'll pair you up with somebody who knows how to do it. There's nothing to it. The ref will tell you what score to put where. Very easy, and it's a fun time. You can sit under a tent, get some water, get a t-shirt, enjoy some really good tournament play. Because for every $50 we earn, that's what it costs to do the surgeries. So we are up to 25,000 surgeries that have been done thus far. So not only are you out there having a good time, but look at what you're doing in terms of giving people a gift of sight.
So remember to wear comfy shoes, stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, and bring that competitive energy. Ah! Kobe.
She shoots an air ball.
Oh, she's
Thanks, guys. I tried.
That was great.
I actually had a lot of fun, though. It had been like years since I shot a basket or basketball at all. So.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell at all.
Oh, really? Yeah, no. It was so much fun. So now I want to play more. So maybe next year, us do a 3-on-3.
Yeah.
3.
With evening side. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so good. We should have done that this year. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I like that you tried the spider technique.
Our news director actually told me to try a crossover, and
And
no. It was across something.
Well, you were wearing the perfect outfit. Oh, for play, yeah.
Just a tennis dress for basketball.
Love it. Oh, that's fun, and it is such a great event. So yeah, head down and enjoy some 3-on-3 tournaments.
And remember, detours and signs will be in place for the road closures, so make sure you just plan some extra travel time. And if you're heading to the event, make sure you hydrate, wear sunscreen, and have fun.
That's right. Okay, more events ahead. Looking towards Kennewick now. Downtown Kennewick is about to turn red, white, and green.
Italian Day is this Saturday, and local shops have been cooking up something special all week long.
Vendors will pack inside of the Laird Cake Artistry Store from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., including smoke and boar sausages, coffee by Tony Chiodo, yes, and Italian groceries from Leon.
I love it. Plus, you'll see themed specials, decorations at the businesses, and it's all downtown Kennewick.
Italian Day was kind of our way of bringing a little piece of our heritage and our culture to the Tri-Cities. My family on both sides come from Italy, and I grew up in a pretty traditional Italian family with traditional Italian food, and this is my way of getting to share a little piece of that with everybody here.
Okay, now I'm very hungry.
Yes,
but
please.
They've got everything from handmade meatballs and Sicilian pizza bread to sweet treats like cannoli and tiramisu. It's a full day of Italian flavors, music, and fun.
Just follow the red, white, and green balloons to join in.
Again, Italian Day runs tomorrow from 10 to 7 in downtown Kennewick.
It's a little more my speed than basketball.
Same. You think?
See you down there. All right, so much right ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It is 5:46, and when we come back, we're going to have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you that live look outside as the sun comes up over the Tri-Cities. This is from our Yakima Federal camera right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your full First Alert forecast as we head into the weekend.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social. We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals in everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
Got a birthday coming up, celebrating a big win, or just want to gather the crew for a pizza and a good time? For decades, Hubby's Pizza has been the go-to spot for family, friends, and fun. Reserve your table and bring the whole gang. Kids, family, teammates, whoever loves great pizza and good vibes. Dig into your favorite pizza, hit up the fresh salad bar, and let the kids have a blast in the arcade. And if the party's at your place, no problem. Hubby's now delivers through Grubhub and DoorDash. A community tradition, a place to celebrate. Acquire the Hubby's habit today.
We're Sell My House Fast, and we've been buying unwanted houses for cash, fast, for 25 years. We'll buy this house, and this one, even this one, not that one. If you're relocating, inheriting a home you don't want, if you're behind on taxes and want to avoid foreclosure, going through divorce, or if you just need cash to get out of debt, we will buy your house at a fair cash price. We've got hundreds of Google 5-star reviews because our offers are fair and the process transparent. Call now.
1-800-219-0560.
Stacy Lee, KapKVU First Alert Weather. Watch weeknights. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Normal high temperatures for today, but a first alert weather day for Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have triple-digit heat for lower elevations. More on that in a second. But first for today, a beautiful day, lots of sunshine. And like I mentioned, normal high temperatures for this time of the year. 90s for lower elevations, 70s in the Cascades, and 70s and 80s in the Blues. Wind's going to end up being pretty light for most spots, but after 2 p.m. could have some breezes picking up in the valleys, also in the Cascades and the Southern Blues. Then for tonight, skies are still going to be clear. Overnight lows still pretty mild, as we'll be in the 60s for the valleys, basement and foothills, 50s in both of our mountain ranges. For tomorrow, the wind gust a little bit more widespread, but a lot of us still not going to see the impacts from that. But in the valleys could be a little bit stronger, especially in the Kittitas Valley, gust around 40 miles per hour. And that's obviously not going to be the big story, not the big weather story for tomorrow, as the heat will really take over. Highs near 100 in the lower Columbia Basin. The foothills and the valley is going to be in the mid-90s at least. But if you would consider this to be a 2-day heat wave for Saturday and Sunday, Sunday is going to be the hotter of the 2 days, as we could be around 105, especially up towards the Hanford side. The Yakima Valley breaching 100, pretty close to that in the Blue Foothills, and mid-90s at the least in the Kittitas Valley. So very hot stuff out there, obviously, but once we hit Monday and beyond, looks like high temperatures are going to stabilize, mid-90s. That's pretty seasonal for this time of the year. And unfortunately, no rainfall in the forecast over the next 7 days. So remember, the vegetation is already critically dry out there. If you factor in a week of no rainfall, you factor in a week of high temperatures being at least 95 degrees. We'll see where that takes us next week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs in the triple digits this weekend and a mid-90s party from Monday through Thursday. In Yakima, heating up around 100 Saturday and Sunday, then a consistent string of 90s next week. In Ellensburg, winds picking up over the next few days, so we'll watch the fire start potential very closely. Calmer winds by Tuesday. In Hermiston, highs into the triple digits this weekend, the more seasonal stuff from Monday through Thursday. Finally, for Walla Walla, we'll make a run at 100 degrees on Saturday and especially Sunday, then a more normal brand of heat for next week.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour.
And we want to start with the top 5 local things that you need to know this morning, starting in Kennewick, where a man is now behind bars after a months-long child abuse investigation. 44-year-old Brendan Derflinger was arrested by detectives with the Southeast Regional Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Authorities say he was found with multiple explicit images involving minors, and it was all flagged in a cyber tip. A search warrant led to his arrest and the seizure of multiple electronic devices for forensic review. He's now facing multiple felony charges.
Also in Kennewick, a stolen car investigation leads to a major SWAT response. Police say the car, which was originally reported stolen out of Hermiston, was tracked to a home off West 10th Avenue. When officers served a search warrant, more than 20 people were detained and 5 arrests were made on outstanding warrants. Charges related to the stolen car are still pending.
And the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin Counties has announced their celebrity keynote speaker for this fall's Dinner with Friends event. Jermaine Kearse is headed to the Tri-Cities this fall. Former Seahawks star will headline this year's fundraiser set for October 30th at the Three Rivers Convention Center.
And the C3 Slam basketball tournament kicks off this weekend. That means starting at 6 p.m. today, you'll want to stay away from G-Way. G-Way will be closed from Newton Street to Ninth Street and will remain closed until 7 p.m. on Sunday. Detours and signs will be in place to guide drivers, so make sure you plan ahead for extra traffic time.
And today is July 11th. 7-Eleven, that means it's Free Slurpee Day.
Ooh.
I know. Since the signature slushy drink's inception in 1966, the Slurpee has become synonymous with 7-Eleven's brand.
So go now and beat the lines.
That's right. We always get Slurpees on the last day of school.
Ooh.
It's the last day of school treat.
All right, turning to your national headlines now. President Trump is heading to Texas today, visiting flood-stricken areas amid growing questions about the local and federal response. He and First Lady Melania Trump are expected to tour damage in Kerr County, and that's from the Guadalupe River when it rose 26 feet in under an hour last week. At least 121 people were killed, including dozens of children attending Camp Mystic, which is a local Christian summer camp. More than 2,000 responders remain on the ground as the search continues for over 170 people who are still missing.
And at 5:54 in your business headlines this morning, Apple is planning to release the budget-friendly iPhone 17e during the first half of 2026. The company is also reportedly planning to release multiple iPads as well as upgraded MacBook Pros. Consumers don't have to wait until next year for the new Apple products. Apple is expected to launch a thinner iPhone 17, new Apple Watches as well, and faster version of the Vision Pro headset later this year.
In your health headlines, new research shows people who exercise may lower the risk of dying early. Scientists analyzed 85 studies that looked at 7 million people worldwide, and they found regular exercise that increases heart and breathing rates may reduce a person's risk of early death by up to 40%.
Talking sports at 5:55, Mariners are mourning the loss of Lee Elia, one of the most respected voices in their franchise's history. Elia passed away at his home in Florida just a week shy of his 88th birthday. He spent nearly 5 decades in professional baseball as a player, coach, scout, and manager.
And trending this morning, everyone's favorite pygmy hippo is turning 1 year old.
I love it. Fans from around the world have gathered at the Thailand Zoo to celebrate Moo Ding's first birthday. Look, are those little cookies?
Oh, those are so cute.
I'm loving this. So she was gifted a massive tropical fruit platter for her birthday that she quickly devoured.
As she should.
Mm-hmm.
The birthday festivities will continue for 4 days. The zoo, 2 hours outside Bangkok, says its number of visitors has spiked since Moo Ding's birth last summer.
Was it just last summer? Wow,
Yes.
time flew.
Oh gosh, I love her.
She's so cute. And the baby became a social media sensation after videos of her adorable antics went viral. I just think of that one picture with like the teeth.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, so cute.
Hippos, well, I mean, they're wild animals. They can be really aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
And dangerous.
It's not the lion that's like the king of the...
Right, it's like the hippo.
Yeah.
Like it'll get you.
Yeah.
But a pygmy one?
I know.
I
No,
would have
she's
that.
sweet. Yeah.
And I
she
don't
won't
say
hurt
that
us.
about a lot of wild animals.
Oh, yeah, you
Hippos,
don't. Yeah.
hippos
Yeah.
really scare me. There's a little
Of
carve
course,
out,
yeah.
though, for Moo Ding. Little
Yes,
pygmy.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
have you
for
ever
Moo Ding.
had an encounter?
No, but let's keep it that way.
Just at the zoo, right?
Okay. Oh, 5:57. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in our 6 o'clock hour, we are talking sports and Super Bowl champs. One of them making his way to the Tri-Cities with hopes of inspiring young athletes.
Plus, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and it turns out chimpanzees may be just as trend-obsessed as humans. We have what researchers learned while comparing chimps to influencers. Huh. All right.
Okay. Are they playing He Loves Me Not?
Maybe,
with those rose petals?
yeah. Maybe making flower crowns, bringing them back.
Oh.
And the heat's going to be back on for this weekend. We're talking near triple digits, if not a little bit closer to 105 in some spots. So I'll tell you who can see the brunt of the heat coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.